Yo, what's up, guys? And I'm here, doing another one of these weight loss vlogs. I know it's been a while since I've done one. It's actually been like a year since I started doing these weight loss journey stuff. If you guys remember, I used to stream on Twitch, me pretty much acting like a fool on stream, exercising, games, and stuff like that. Was it Wii Fit? I think it was Wii Fit. I did Wii Fit, Connect Sports, not Dance Dance Revolution. What the hell's Just Dance? I did all that kind of stuff, and I lost like 5-10 pounds doing that for about a month or two. But I think it wasn't really helping, and it was actually more of a danger because my place isn't that big, and I was doing these videos and stuff like that, these gaming videos, and some people liked it, but it wasn't really working out, and still have the Connect right there, so maybe I'll do it again. I don't know, but anyway, it's not about that. I'm making this video because it's been 1 month since I started ketosis, also known as keto. I started on December 1st, and it's been a complete month. Today is January 2nd. The reason why I'm on keto is I have a friend who, I believe he said he lost around 50 or 60 pounds within 4 months. And I thought that was really impressive. 15 pounds a month on average is pretty damn good. And he told me all about keto, and I didn't know what the hell keto was. I heard like it was kind of similar to the Atkins diet or the South Beach diet, something along those lines. I didn't want to make a video saying I was going into keto because it literally would be like a 2-minute video because December 1st I didn't know anything about it. I kind of just jerry-rigged my diet throughout the month. I mean, the first week I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then my friend went shopping with me, and he told me certain things to look out for, like carbohydrates. Net carbs are okay as long as, I believe he informed me, under 25 grams of net carbs a day. Your sugar intake is correlated to those net carbs, so you got to make sure that your sugar intake is low. Something he told me about, I could not really find concrete evidence. Maybe someone who's into keto can tell me, but he said certain ingredients like sodium nitrates or other nitrates causes you to get kicked out of keto. I mean, they don't have like necessarily a lot of carbs or sugars or anything, but something within nitrates kick you out of keto or something like that. So I've been avoiding those altogether. I've only been eating uncured meat. I've had uncured salami, uncured bacon, uncured pepperoni, other meats I'm eating that are high fat but low carbs, like pork and stuff like that. So yeah, first week was kind of like that. It told me like stay away from fruit. I can have like avocado. I think you can have tomatoes, but I haven't eaten tomatoes. I wanted to eat carrots, but apparently carrots have too much sugar, so I stayed away from those. Broccoli, spinach, could eat those. Although cauliflower, I heard, is like one of the best vegetables for keto, but I haven't had any. And I looked up some videos on like, I don't know if it was Keto Connect, some YouTube videos where they were making cauliflower pizza and bread and stuff like that. I even think I saw a video that was Epic Mealtime did something like that, but it was like a healthy keto version. They have like a couple of diet meals and stuff like that. So yeah, vegetables I've been eating. I haven't had any fruit. I miss fruit. I love papaya. I love any kind of melons, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe. Can't eat those, which freaking sucks. Apples, stuff like that, can't eat. I really like, besides melons, I really like grapes, which I can't eat those. But anyway, it's fine. I'm fine without eating vegetables. I mean, fruits. Anyway, I've lost 22 pounds as of today. which I thought is pretty damn good. I was 285 when I started on December 1st. I might have some pictures. I think what I'll do is actually, because I don't really notice that much besides my face losing weight. I have some pictures on my Facebook of when I started, like day 1 or day 0, and every week I've been uploading on my Facebook, my weight loss journey, stuff like that. And on average, well, the first week I've lost about 10 pounds, no, 9 pounds to be exact, 9 pounds, and then I lost about week 2. I think I lost about 6 pounds, like around 15 or 16 pounds within 2 weeks. And then it's been getting like slower and slower. I think my body or my metabolism hasn't adjusted to keto. Week 3, I lost like 5 or 6 pounds, and then the 4th week, I lost like less than 5 pounds. It's kind of been weird, and I've been told this by keto or by people who are in keto that your weight will fluctuate. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, it's the dumpster, or it's either the dumpster or the UPS guy. I don't know. Anyway, the weight would fluctuate, and it has. The last couple of days, actually the last 4 days, I was around 264, 263, and it was like that it was like teeter-tottering. It was going up, down, up, down, up, down for 4 days straight, and just today I went down to 262. So it is kind of a weird diet where nothing will happen, and then you'll instantly lose like a pound or 2 in one day, which is interesting. Let's see what else. So yeah, 22 pounds within a month. My goal, or my immediate goal, is under 250. I hope to get under 250 by February. So I have about about 13 pounds to lose within a month, which I think I can do. If I lost 22, I think I can lose 13. Although I was informed that the first 10 pounds is water weight, so I got to be aware of that. That in actuality, the first 10 pounds were super easy. The hard work that I've done was losing the other 12 pounds. So I'm looking at it as actual weight loss is around 12 to 13 pounds that I lost within the first month, and I can definitely do that again this month. Let's see. So what I've been eating. I'll probably make another video. I plan to make a video once a month, by the way, about my keto journey. This is basically the first video. I don't know how long I'm going to be on keto. I definitely want to get under 200 pounds. I think I can live knowing the fact that I'm not over 200 pounds. So I plan to make a video every month. Probably for 6 months, I plan to be on keto. I definitely want to get under 220 by April, because I'm going to Japan. And last year when I was in Japan, it was fucking terrible. It was really embarrassing. My family was way healthier than me. And, my mom's like in her 50s, or sorry, not 50s, in her 60s. She was, she's way more active than I am, and that's pretty depressing, to be perfectly honest with you. She was running up and down when we were in Kyoto and Tokyo, and I'm here at like 280 pounds, and I could barely, I would say barely walk, but I am sluggish. I was like moping around, waking up late, pretty much like, I wouldn't say my trip was ruined, but it was definitely a hindrance. Taking full, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess full enjoyment out of my trip. I had to search for clothes that would fit me, which is hard in Japan. I had to get a coat. I found one place, thank God. I think it was Shukazen or I don't know. And it was basically big and tall men clothes store in Japan for people like me. And unfortunately, I maybe ran into one other fat person out of 1,000 people. It's pretty damn embarrassing. I only saw one Japanese male who was overweight when I was in Tokyo, and I went to all like several districts. I went to Shinjuku, Akihabara, um, Shibuya. I went to Kawasaki. I went to all kinds of districts, and everyone there's thin. They eat healthy, which is great. So it's really embarrassing for me, being with my family who's way healthier than I am, way active, moving fast, walking fast, having more energy, compared to me, where I was just down. My back hurts. I don't walk that fast. It's just like, it's basically like having another person inside your body when you're overweight. It's like you're carrying another human being, and it shouldn't be that way. Anyways, I'm going off the rails here. So anyways, back to what I'm eating. Sorry, I do long vlogs. So if you're used to my channel, you probably know that. If you're new, I kind of just ramble. I don't go off script or anything like that. I just say whatever's on my mind, and yeah, I kind of go off somewhere else sometimes. Anyway, what I've been eating. So I've been eating a lot of spinach. I've been using blue cheese dressing. I actually have a brand that's that has 1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of carbs, and I just have pretty much two teaspoons of blue cheese. I heard there's other dressings that are good for you. Ranch, I heard is good. I love ranch dressing. I eat that stuff all the time, mostly with like hot wings, barbecue wings, but can't have those, or can't have the ones I used to have anyway. I don't think you can have vinaigrette or Italian dressing. I was looking at most of those, and they're like 4 or 5 grams of sugar, so I can't have those. I don't want to risk. I pretty much will not eat anything, and I don't know if I'm being like super paranoid or I'm being really strict on myself. If it has more than 2 grams of sugar, I will not touch it. I will not buy it. I will not eat it unless I don't know about it, and like I go to a restaurant or something, which so far I've only gone to one restaurant since I've been on my diet, and that was just kind of like a Christmas thing. I didn't want to not have to. I basically didn't want to be a pain in the ass and everyone else wanted to go and I didn't want to go, so I kind of when I was at the restaurant, I had special requests. I basically had steak there was like dipping sauce, and I had to put the dipping sauce. I had to give the dipping sauce to somebody else. Couldn't eat it. It smelled delicious though. It was like a katsu sugary teriyaki sauce. And it was like sirloin steak or something. The steak was great by itself, and it came with carrots, which I couldn't eat, so I gave those away too. It also came with celery, which I don't know is if it's high in carbs or if there's sugar in celery, but I ate it anyway, and it didn't affect me. So yeah, spinach, blue cheese, dressing. Breakfast, I've been pretty much eating the same thing every day for a whole month, which is fine. I could honestly eat the same thing for breakfast at least every day. I have to swap out, mix up the meats a bit, but I had uncured bacon. I actually have one brand that I buy at Safeway. It's called, I think it's called like Black Forest or something like that. Because it specifically says no nitrates, no sugars, and it has a full nutritional fact, and very low on carbs, which most bacon is. But the thing with bacon that I did not know in keto is majority of bacon has sugar. A lot of them have at least 4 to 5 grams of sugar, unless you're eating turkey bacon, which I don't think has any sugar at all, or I didn't see any that has sugar. Some of them that say like no nitrates even have sugar. Like Safeway brand. Like I went to Safeway and there was some that said no nitrates, but it didn't have a sugar listing on the nutritional facts. And if I don't see it, I will not buy it. It could be that there was no sugar listed in the nutritional facts because maybe there really is no sugar. But if that's the case, how come there's other products that say sugar 0 grams? So I'm just being really strict on myself. I just want to make sure I know what I'm eating. So I've been eating Black Forest. I don't think that's the brand. It's I don't know. I'll make another video of whatever it is. It's called like Black Forest bacon. Sausage I've been eating, I think it's called Jacksonville sausage, and you can even have the maple one. I haven't bought the maple one, but I was looking at it at Safeway, and it has 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of carbs. The regular one has 1 and 1. It's 1 gram of 1 gram of carbs, 1 gram of sugar. I've been eating the one that's in like a patty form, and I just been like breaking it up in my eggs, or just having it like regular. I wouldn't recommend the pork link ones because they are really high calorie intake, and that's another thing you got to watch out in keto. I was informed to have my calorie intake, at least for right now, between 15 to 1800 a day. I mean, before I started keto, when I didn't care about my body and I was just eating whatever the hell I wanted, I was probably consuming at least 25 to 3,000 calories a day. No joke, because I would eat a huge breakfast, go to work, eat a huge lunch, snack throughout the day, candies, potato chips, hot dogs, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I had hot dogs as snacks, if you believe it or not. And then late at night, the worst thing to my body, I went to Taco Bell, and Taco Bell is my favorite fast food chain. I love Taco Bell, and I had an addiction to Taco Bell. I would go to Taco Bell like 4 or 5, at least 3 or 4 times a week, maybe 5 times a week on some weeks. Every other day I would go to Taco Bell, and I would just eat everything there. And I would always feel like shit the next morning. I would actually have nightmares. I don't know what's with Taco Bell food, but I would have weird dreams. I'd wake up in cold sweats and a sore stomach. Apparently the beef has nightmare fuel. I don't know, but I still love the taste of Taco Bell. I haven't had it in a month, and yeah, I have had Taco Bell withdrawals. Like the first week, I was like, I get off work and I'm driving home, and I'm like, do I want Taco Bell? No, I can't have Taco Bell. No, don't talk about it. What I would do is I would grab my gut while I was driving. I'd be like, and I would just squeeze, knowing fat was there, and that kind of helped me, and I ended up not going. So the keto diet's great, but I feel more accomplished that I haven't had Taco Bell in a month. To me, anyway. So what else have I been eating? Eggs, of course. I like my eggs scrambled. I was drinking almond milk, or almond milk, cashew milk, soy milk, those kind of like unsweetened milk products that are not. See how what time is? Oh, damn, 17 minutes in. It's gonna be a long video probably. Basically, anything but actual milk, those unsweetened milks. But even that, like, messes with my stomach, so I don't think I can drink that anymore. Like, immediately, as soon as I started applying almond milk into my diet, I was running towards the bathroom. I don't know if there's something in almond milk that's part of like lactose, because I am partial lactose intolerant. I pretty much can't drink. My body's weird. I can't drink any milk that's not 2%. Which is fucking weird. I know it sounds weird. I can't drink vitamin D. That runs through my body. I'll have like cereal, and literally 45 minutes later, I'm running towards the bathroom. I mean, I'm in the bathroom for like almost an hour. So it sucks. And if you're lactose, partial lactose, it's not something that's pleasant when you have to go to the bathroom because of it. So, and that's the experience I got with almond milk and cashew milk. The taste was good. I felt it, it tastes healthy. It feels healthy, but I was having the same effect that I was having when I was drinking vitamin D milk or any other type of milk. So I had to cut that out immediately. I've been putting whipping cream. So the reason why I brought that up is because I used to put milk in my eggs. So I substituted with heavy whipping cream, which hasn't affected me too much, like as far as like running to the bathroom or anything like that. I haven't experienced anything like that, and it's only a splash, as opposed to the almond milk. I drink a whole cup. So I don't know if it's something with my body. I don't know if there is lactose in almond milk or cashew milk, but I have the same side effects with that, with those products. I think it was like something Breeze or like Almond Breeze or something like that, that I was having with just regular milk. So I can't drink that. So I got rid of that, which kind of sucks because I bought like 3 cartons. I had to get rid of it all. Anyway, so milk. I've been putting whipping cream, heavy whipping cream in my eggs. Cheese. I love cheese. I can't get rid of cheese. Although I think I've been eating too much cheese because I am breaking out. Actually, a couple days ago, I started getting pimples. I know it sounds gross, but I had like a pimple on my back, on my leg. Actually, I had like on my left thigh, I have a pimple, and I had a breakout like right here. And it's the weird thing is I never break out, even when I was eating unhealthy. The only time I would break out is like on my nose, and those like the ridges of my nose, the corners of my nose. That's the only place I would break out, even when I was eating unhealthy. And now that I started keto, I'm breaking out like I have at least 3-4 zits on me. Sounds super gross. Since like the end of December. And I don't know if it's something I'm eating. I was informed by a couple. I have 2 Facebook groups, keto groups. Or I've joined Keto for Beginners. Actually, there's 2 of them called Keto for Beginners. They're telling me that my body is detoxing. Which if it is, that's great, but it's still not pleasant. If that's the case. I think it's too much cheese. I think I'm eating too much cheese because I eat 1 or 2 slices of cheese. I put 1 or 2 slices of cheese in my eggs. Usually 1 slice if I'm making an omelet, or 2 slices if I'm making scrambled eggs. I have 3 eggs a day, 3 or 4 slices of bacon. If it's sausage patties, I'll have 2 sausage patties because they're pretty big. So yeah, I've been putting a lot of cheese in my eggs. And then throughout the day, I'll also be munching on string cheese and stuff like that. And I have at least 2 or 3. Actually, I want to say 2 there, but more like 1 or 2 string cheese packets and stuff like that. So that is more cheese than I usually eat, even before keto. And I think that might be contributing to my acne. I don't know. But anyway, that's breakfast. That's what I'm eating. The Jacksonville sausage, bacon. I sometimes make uncured salami in like an omelet, uncured salami omelet, or I'll put pepperonis and I'll cut them up and I'll put them in an omelet, or sometimes I'll just mix them in with scrambled eggs. Spinach, I've been mixing it in my eggs because I actually don't really like the taste of spinach. Sometimes I'll put it on the side and then I'll use the blue cheese dressing. I still don't like the taste of spinach, but it does make me feel better. And I was informed because keto is high sodium, high salt intake, you do need to protect your liver and you do need to have vegetables. So I've been, I haven't been eating salad every day, but at least every other day I've been having a salad. Sometimes I put like chicken breasts or something like that, or shredded chicken, just to make it taste better. Let's see, lunch. See what I've been having for lunch. Well, for my job, I don't really have time to eat a actual lunch. So I've been pretty much just eating snacks. So occasionally I'll have a lunch. Like I've been making these pepperoni cheese bites. What I'll do is I'll take a piece of cheese and cut it up into like 8 slices, or sometimes 2 pieces of cheese and like 6 slices or 6 cubes basically each. And I'll put them in the oven with, I'll put pepperoni on like a baking sheet, and then I'll put the cheese on top, and then I'll put it in for like 10 minutes. And basically I have like these pepperoni cheese crisps, which are pretty good. And I'll just put that in a bag and I'll have that for lunch. What else I've been eating? Pork rinds, different brands of pork rinds. I like the Frito-Lay ones, and they're like only 80 calories, and then like nothing else, 0 everything. Got hiccups. They also have like a spicy cayenne pepper version or chili pepper version, which is pretty good. There's another one I've been eating, but it's really salty. God, I can't remember the brands. I'll make a video of like all the food I'm eating. I'll just like lay it on the table and show you guys what I'm eating. I can't remember the brands, but there's another brand where it's like it's pork rinds, but there's actual like pork on the grind, like pork on the grind, like a big huge fatty piece on the actual pork rind, and it tastes really good. But it's really salty, like extremely salty. Like I would have to drink I have a 40-ounce Hydro Flask, and I'd be done with it from just one bag. So I have that very rarely. It tastes really good, but I think it's way too salty, even for pork rinds. So I've been eating those. I recently been eating Duke's smoked sausages, or Little Smokies, which I really like. They're kind of expensive. It's like $6 or $7 a bag, but they're really, really tasty. They're basically just like small little sausages, like super dried up small sausages. And someone's calling me right now. I have to answer that later. Little small sausages that are really good. The spicy one, I think it's the Cajun one, is really, really tasty. It's not that spicy. And there's usually, it's a little bit high in calorie intake. So if I eat that, I'll pretty much just eat the bag. I won't eat anything else because it's at least 600 to 700 calories per bag. But yeah, those are good. Beef jerky. I was under the impression that I could have pretty much any beef jerky, but that's not the case. Similar to the bacon situation. Sorry, just checking the time. A lot of beef jerky has sugar. Like pretty much 90% of beef jerky has sugar. And those nitrates, which I was informed, a lot of them have those nitrates. Again, I don't know if you can or can't have them. I used to eat, when I first started keto for about a week, I was eating the Oberto thin beef jerky strips, which had no sugar, 1 grams of carbs, but it had sodium nitrate. So I stayed away from it because my friend told me not to eat stuff that has sodium nitrate. So the only beef jerky I found that I could eat is it's the same brand, the Oberto, but it's the bacon jerky. It's the Applewood smoked bacon jerky or something like that. It has 0 sugars, 1 grams of carbs, and no nitrates. So I've been eating those, and they taste really good. It basically tastes like bacon. It's a little bit oily, but I mean, it's bacon. Yeah, those are good. Recently found another brand called Chef Cuts Buffalo Chicken beef jerky. Same thing. It's like no sugar. I think it's 1 or 2 grams of carbs, no nitrates or anything else like that. Those taste really good. Those are expensive though. Like it's like $8 a bag, $7-8 a bag. But most beef jerky in Hawaii is expensive. Let's see what else. So cheese sticks, I don't have a brand preference. I usually get the Safeway brand. I think it's like Lucerne or Lucerne. Yeah, I usually just buy whatever. Those are pretty good. I munch on those. And then I actually do the string. I actually mix it into strings. Most people just they just bite it like that. But I like to have fun with my string cheese. I actually like to peel it apart and eat it that way because I find it fun. And I don't know, for some reason, I feel more filling when I do it that way. Let's see, what else? Oh, Quest bars. So I've been eating Quest bars. I tried pretty much every flavor I could find at my local 7-Eleven. Safeway has some brands that or some flavors that are not available at other locations. I just picked up 4 yesterday. It was the white cheesecake with raspberry, cinnamon roll, the cookie dough, and let's see, what's that one? It's like double fudge chocolate chip or something like that. All of them actually, most of them have 4 net carbs. I think 2 have 6 net carbs. It's sugar, alcohols, and I think they add stuff like stevia or sugar substitutes. I forgot all of them. I'm still new to keto. I don't know all the different types of sweeteners. I think it's there's stevia, and then there's I don't even know. Anyways, I gotta look them all up. Anyways, it's not an actual sugar. It's a sugar substitute or something. My favorite one out of all the ones so far is the mint chocolate chip or the Oreo, the cookies and cream. Those are my favorite Quest bars. The one that tastes like ass is the cheesecake. So the cheesecake one, it's like strawberry cheesecake. It doesn't taste anything like strawberry cheesecake. And funny enough, that was the first one I ever ate. Because I love cheesecake, and she's like, "Oh, strawberry cheesecake. That sounds delicious." Nope, It tastes awful. Stay away from the strawberry cheesecake Quest bar. Majority of them are pretty good. My friend's favorite is the blueberry muffin, which is pretty good. Um, the thing about them, though, and I was informed because of the high protein intake, not to eat too many. I pretty much will have one Quest bar every other day, and they're very filling. Like, I can have a Quest bar for lunch and not be hungry. So those are good, and they're pretty much like the only substitute I've found so far for any type of like sweet food, because I haven't had candy that I could eat. So speaking of candy, I have had a couple of mess ups. I did have a chocolate like my 2 weeks in, because I was getting cravings, and I was informed actually sugar does that. It gives there's addictive characteristics with sugar. Basically, it causes certain parts of the brain that give addiction to food, or increases addiction to food, and it also makes you hungrier, or your brain is telling you you're more hungry and you need to eat. Anyway, has nothing to do with me messing up. But anyway, yeah, I had a chocolate here and there. I had a cookie. But week 3, I paid the price, and I'm not gonna be cheating anymore. Because I had like a really rich, sugary chocolate. It didn't kick me out of keto, but I felt really sick the next day. Like my stomach was turning. I was really nauseous, and like really bloated and stuff like that. And I knew, because it was literally the day right after I ate that chocolate. It was basically like a caramelized. It wasn't just regular chocolate. It was like had nougat inside and stuff. It was a very rich milk chocolate, and that was a real bad idea. So because of that experience, I'm not gonna be doing that again. I was just temptation was there, and I didn't have the willpower at that time, and everyone else was having candies. This was at work, where there was a whole bunch of candies on the table, and it was like there was all kinds of candies. There was candy canes, Danish cookies, chocolates, all kinds of shit, and I messed up. So anyway, but surprisingly, all those times I messed up, even though I had like a little chocolate here. When I said little chocolate here or there, besides that big ass chocolate I had like a Hershey's Kiss, or I had like one Danish cookie. At the movie theater, I did have like a handful of not a handful, I'd say like maybe half a handful, like maybe 4 or 5 kernels of popcorn. So, but none of that kicked me out of keto, and it didn't affect my diet too much. I didn't lose weight, but I didn't gain weight either. So I'm not saying for you to cheat, but if you have cheated, don't think it's the end of the world. That's all I'm saying. If you had one chocolate, I mean, we're all human. We all mess up. If you have one chocolate, don't think it's over. Like, you have to go through keto all over again. If you go and binge, then yeah, maybe. But I had a couple chocolates here and there. I probably messed up at least 3 or 4 times within the first month on keto, and I still lost 22 pounds. So that tells you something. The keto flu. So I was aware of the keto flu. It didn't affect me. I did not get sick, but I got really tired. Jesus Christ, 34 minutes. I'll probably just round this around 40 minutes or so. I got really tired for 2 days, and that's about it. I didn't throw up. I didn't have stomach cramps. Yeah, I didn't get sick or had anything. I was just really tired. So, did you do what else? That's pretty much it as far as food is concerned. I'm going to be... Oh, I did try... because I was looking up recipes, how to make tacos. And I did make cheese tortilla tacos. Basically, I took shredded cheese, Mexican 4-blend cheese, put it in the pan, and you fry it like for a really long time. Flip it over like a pancake, and then when you're done, you just curve it in the form of a taco. I saw a lady, like, it was really weird. She put two cups like this and put a spoon, and then you put the thing over the spoon. I tried that. That fucker slides all over the place. I don't know how she did that, unless she like glued the fucking cups on the table, or they're really, really, really heavy because my cups were made out of glass and they were still sliding. It was a bad idea. Like, I burnt myself, and I don't if you've seen that video, don't do what she does. Good idea and concept, but folding them to an actual taco, there's a better way, very easy way. Just get 2 paper towels. Maybe like put like 3 or 4 layers of paper towels so you don't burn yourself. Take the cheese taco shell out, put it in your hand, and just boom, like that, and then just put it on the side. And to keep it in the shape of taco, just use a toothpick. So like put the toothpick between the two parts of the shell, and it'll just mold into a taco. Way easier than having 2 cups with a spoon on top and using it to drip. That was a bad idea. Still a good video though, just not that part. How to make the actual taco was very informative. So I made that with some almond chicken. I didn't have ground beef at the time, so it was almond chicken with some paprika, salt, pepper, and basil. So I made that, cut it up into pieces, and that was basically like my meat substitute, or not meat substitute, but the meat for my tacos, with lettuce. And I didn't feel it was necessary to add cheese since the shell was made out of cheese, so I didn't put cheese where I would normally put cheese if it was a tortilla or flour taco, like a regular taco, and sour cream. Thank God I can have sour cream because I love sour cream. You can have that on keto, which is awesome. I don't know. I don't really have much to say. So that was my first month. I pretty much said everything I can at this point. Let's see. I guess I'll just talk a little bit about how I physically feel. I feel like I have a lot of energy. In fact, I would say too much energy. I'm having a hard time sleeping. I have maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. I usually, God, today I actually had 4 hours of sleep. Last night, well, I usually get home and I usually fall asleep at 1. I fell asleep at 2 yesterday, and then I woke up at 6. And then the day after that, I went to bed at 5 a.m. and I woke up at 11. So I've been getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And the scary thing is, and I don't know if this is good for my health or not, is I don't feel tired. Like, well, I mean, my eyes feel tired. Like, my eyes want to sleep, but my body doesn't, if that makes sense. Like, I have a lot of energy right now. It's 8:50. Well, I started this video around 8 a.m. I've been up since 6. So that's it's kind of crazy. I've never had this kind of energy. The last time I had energy like this was when I was a kid, when I was like in like early high school or late intermediate, like ninth or 10th grade, when I was forced to wake up at 6 a.m. I've never willingly wake up at 6 a.m. until I started this diet, and I don't know what's causing that, why I have so much energy. Maybe it's because I don't have any carbs weighing me down. But it definitely has an effect on me. I can definitely tell the difference, my body before and after, because I never wake up this early. I used to wake up at like 10 or 11. I'd fall asleep at 1 and wake up at 10 or 11 every day before I started keto. And then I would go to work. That's my alarm going off. I would go to work till midnight, come back home, fall asleep around 1 or 2, and then wake up at 10 or 11. And it's been like that for years. So I have a lot of energy. Sometimes I go running around the block just to kind of burn the energy because I feel kind of antsy. Like, there's days where my legs are just shaking. Like, people think I'm on like drugs or something. I just have a lot of energy now. Like, I don't know what to do with it. And I have a job where I sit down and I don't do anything with the energy. So I'm like, I have all this built up and I don't know what to do with it. So sometimes I'll just run around the block after work. Late at night, and no, I'm not scared. People are like, "Oh, you crazy running around the neighborhood late at night?" No, it's fine. Or sometimes there's a pool right down the road. I'll go swimming at the pool for like an hour just to burn off some energy. So besides the zit thing, I've been feeling pretty good. Waking up early, having a lot of energy. I have kind of a clearer mind of what I want to do. Planning for the day and stuff like that. I don't feel lazy. I actually get shit done, and not procrastinate a lot since I've been on keto, which is good. So it definitely helps with laziness, being on keto, having all that energy, because I don't want to sit in my bed like anymore. Like before the keto diet, I would just lay in bed. I'd wake up and like, oh, just 1 more hour. I want to sleep, blah, blah, blah. And then I would, drag myself out of bed, slouch, drag myself, take a shower. It takes like an hour for me to just like wake up. Now it's like, boom. I wake up at 6 a.m. I'm up and out of bed. I don't dilly-dally. I'm like, 6 a.m. I look at it this way. I'm up this early. I can get shit done early. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So that's probably like the best thing besides the weight loss. That's like the best other side effect I've had beyond keto is having that energy, and I feel great about that. One thing I am disappointed about, and I don't know if I have to see a doctor about it. I hope it changes, but I still have back pain. One reason I did the keto, one reason I want to lose weight is because my back hurts pretty much all the time. Even when I was in Japan, it was really I was in pain a lot, and even though I lost 22 pounds, I still have that back pain. And I don't know if it's the way I'm sitting, slouching, or whatever, or maybe I've been fat for so long, it's caused permanent damage to my spine. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another month or two. If I get under 220 and I still have this pain, I'm going to see a doctor, because I think at that point, either a doctor or a chiropractor, somebody to help me with my back, because at this point, I wouldn't say at this point, but I'm starting to feel that it's not a weight issue. The reason why my back hurts, I think it has something to do with my spine itself, which is scaring me a bit. I don't know what's wrong. It's a pain it's always the same location. It's up. I don't have lower back pain. It's upper back pain. So I know some people are like, oh, maybe it's your liver or kidney or something like that. It's not. It's even when I was fat, even when I didn't give a shit about my health, and I wouldn't say give a shit. I've always cared, but when I was taking it seriously, I didn't go on a diet. I've always had back pain in like the middle center area of my back. It's always there. So I don't know if that's a weight thing or not, but I got to get that checked. Anyway, I've been rambling on too long. Got 42 minutes in. I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. And if you liked it, then I'll make another one next month. Probably next month I'll actually I'll write down a list of the actual products I'm eating. And I'll let you guys know. I'll probably also tell you what I'm cooking with now. I've been cooking pretty much everything with coconut oil. That's another thing that's great, coconut oil. But yeah, I'll make that list, and I'll let you guys know how month 2's going. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace out.